Welcome back to our official live broadcast from the Mass Music and Arts.
What?
Sorry, I've done it so many fucking times today.
You can let me. Hi, y'all. Welcome
you
back
did.
to the
Yeah.
Mass Music Arts Summit. You know, we back. And we got some baddies this time.
Yes.
Ladies, introduce yourselves and let them know what you do.
Okay. You want to go first? I go first.
You go first.
All right. Well, hey, y'all. I'm Safiya. I'm originally from New York, but I've been in Boston for 10 years. I'm a musician, first of all. I'm a jazz, neo-soul, infused with Caribbean genres artist. And then I also own a music business called Travel Through Music, where we support artists from around the world to bring them here to domestic artists, and we do that through a couple of ways. We do that through a subscription box company. We do that through live shows, like day shows, festivals, and we actually take people to travel around the world to experience the music culture of a place. So
That's
that's
fire.
what I do.
Yeah, I love that.
I love that. So I'm Herisa the Traveler. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. I have lived in Boston for 3 years, but before that I was in Spain for 4. So I love to
Fire.
travel. Yeah. And my family, we're Caribbean. So my dad's from Grenada, my mom's from Panama.
Did you guys know each other from New York?
No, we bonded because we're both New Yorkers and we're both Caribbean.
I'm from New York, too. I'm just kidding. I'm from Brockton. Sorry, I got y'all that excited.
No, that should be a fake.
I know. It's a running joke. I messed up on the podcast.
Brockton could be part of the Bronx. It's all
Brockton,
good.
y'all call the Bronx boogie
Boogie
down.
down.
We call Brockton boogie down.
So there you go. There you go.
Hey, it's there.
Sixborough.
So to finish, so I'm an international spoken word artist. I perform throughout Europe, the United States, and the Caribbean. I was able to go to Grenada back in June, and I had like my first show in Grenada, which I really loved. That was great to perform rooted in my father's country.
Well, that's
Because I honor the ancestors in that particular poem. So it was really moving for me and like the audience. And I love to travel and incorporate that element of adventure and also like history into my poetry because I feel poetry is meant to be engaging, inspirational, educational, and it's a form of therapy. So I really do try to like cover as many things of history that pertain to me and my identity. And I believe it's been really impactful. So I love just taking the audience on a journey.
No, for sure.
So you got 2 travelers here.
Yeah, I was
Two
gonna say
travelers,
that.
2 creatives.
So how does it feel being out here in the music scene specifically? I know even though you're a poet, like the artist scene, creative scene.
Yeah, there's an energy here. It's very electric. Everyone is so motivated. Just looking at the outfits, people come in here correct. Like no one looking crazy. Everybody got an aesthetic. I told this one woman, I was like, "You are striking." And she's like, "Oh, girl, you too." And it was, I just love that exchange of energy. Like she felt me, I felt her. It was nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and then I'm just learning a lot about the industry in general, that it does kind of cross over into the spoken word poetry realm because you are looking for a team, you're an entrepreneur. I actually have never assigned that term to me specifically, but people were asking me the other day, like, how do you get your bookings? And I'm the one that gets that going, and I secure the funding and the travel and getting paid. So that is an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
That's right.
You might just be a manager.
Come
You
on.
never
I
know.
might be also a
All of
manager
it.
and the talent,
Yeah.
the bookkeeping. Okay, listen. And I advocate for myself because what?
Yeah, as you should. No, I love that. And then for you too, like traveling wise, being here, how do you feel the scene is for you?
It's amazing because, again, being from New York, I came to Boston with a New York attitude. So I came here like thinking that Boston was New York.
Yeah.
And it's a completely different vibe, a completely different energy. In fact, I feel like if you can make it in Boston, you can make it anywhere. They say you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. But if you can make it in a smaller city, because Boston is a smaller city for me, at least,
Yeah.
you can make it anywhere. I feel like Boston has the funds for the artists. New York, you have to fight and scavenge and get the bare ends of the funds that they have. But here in Boston, all of the funds, any artist can get those funds. You get them multiple times, I feel like we have different nice niche arts. Like there's a huge reggae scene here. There's a huge hip hop scene here. We got Bridge Syfe, who I love to talk about them because what they're doing is so important to the city.
Shout out to those guys.
It's so important. You have a huge dance community here. You have a nice budding spoken word community here. Like each person can find their niche. Like I work with so many different artists, not only international artists in Boston, but in the city, you know, who are Boston bred, and they all have a niece and they all have a community attached to that niece. So it's just so beautiful. And when people say, why don't you go back to New York? I'm like, why would I go back to New York when all the opportunity is here?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know?
That's
how I
interesting for us
feel.
because we're always trying to run away. We're always trying to go somewhere else.
Yeah, people always
Well,
trying to leave. go to New York.
don't mess with me because I just came back from Morocco. I'm trying to leave too, but again, Boston, y'all keep bringing me back here. All the work is here, so
Yeah.
that's how I feel at least.
No, that's dope. That's dope to hear from a different perspective, another side.
What did you guys come here hoping to get out of this today?
I came here with the purpose of networking
Yeah.
and just finding out what's out there, like just different resources. I've met a couple people that say they're looking for talent, like they're looking for people to book. And I'm like, well, look no further.
Yeah.
And so it's been really good. It's been helpful. And also just kind of seeing and getting the reinforcement of what the message was, which was to build a team. And I already had the thought in my mind of like, oh, I'd love to have a manager. You know, it'd be nice to like outsource that so I wouldn't have to try to manage myself all the time. I could just focus on the art instead of looking for like the outreach so much. But I think I found maybe one or two people that could be really helpful in finding that resource. But in terms of looking at what you were saying about funding, so something really great happened. I got a grant in April.
Congratulations.
Thank
That's awesome.
you. It was a Mass Cultural Council
Mass cultural.
Creative Individual Grant.
Yeah.
So I was able to get that grant in April, and it's been really helpful funding the dream. if
Is that
you
the
will.
one that the registration's open now?
It's open
Yeah, there's a
until the end
second-
of the month.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
it's
need
like
to
a
do it. I was
second
looking at
wave.
it.
Let's
Please
do
do.
it.
Is it Mass Cultural?
Yeah, Mass Cultural Council,
Yeah.
Creative Individuals.
But for the audience, if you've already received the grant, you can't apply again for another year.
You
But
can or you
cannot.
can't?
Can we use you as a reference?
Does it
So
work like
what
that?
I recommend is going to the information session. 'Cause that's what I did, and
Oh, yeah.
really understand the application so that you can fully answer it and figure out what they're looking for and be able to provide that nuanced answer.
Yeah.
So it was really helpful, and they answer all your questions. Like I asked a bunch of questions via email because
Okay.
I was not playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to secure the bag, and I did. And
No, I love
did.
that for you.
That's the good
literally
sauce
what
right
I'm
there.
on.
Yeah, we
And
need
I
to get
will
them shit.
say, it is an easy application too, compared to other grants that this City of Boston offer and all these other places offer. It is actually easier than a lot of people think. A lot of people hear grant and they're like, "Oh my God, I have to write essays and
Yeah.
essays." And this one is not
Use
like
Chat GPT if you got to write something.
But I feel like people are starting to realize it's ChatGPT and thinking it's like super robotic. This sounds too good.
You got to put it back through like another translator, like an AI rewrite program, and then change the wording in a few places, and then you'll be good.
That's so much work.
That's so much more.
Just
I feel like I could
write,
have just
from
wrote.
your heart.
Depends how much you got to write. No, an application like that, I wouldn't use ChatGPT.
Yeah, because
No.
then you have to go type out what you want anyways, and they're like, "Oh, make this sound better." I done typed out the whole
you already
thing.
did
Well,
it.
like the whole application is essentially about your identity and like what makes you an artist. So I don't think you're going to get that from ChatGPT.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Chat, like the AI, the generative AI stuff right now is only really good if what you need, it doesn't have to be that specific.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you just need like a cool image of a car, you do that all day. But if you need like a red car with a spoiler here and a disco, like. it's
And
not
also, you one of the components is like providing 5 or like 3 snippets of
Yeah.
your actual performance.
Oh yeah.
So
can't
you
have that.
that you can't fake that either. Like you
Maybe
gotta
we'll post this of you talking about getting your grant, and they'll be like, "Oh, those guys are cool with
We
the
got
grant
people.
crowd. We should totally give it to them."
Yeah.
So thank you.
yeah.
For
She
the
said,
grant.
"Yeah, hopefully that works."
I support.
I second that. No, y'all are funny. So, should we be looking forward to anything from you all?
Yeah, so next week there's actually a really great opportunity going on. It's like Black Poetry Day. It's going to be at Frugal Bookstore on
Shout out
Thursday.
that it's not only the first Black bookstore, I think.
I believe so. Yeah. So
Okay,
it's
sorry.
a lot of Black authors. It's to honor like the birthday of the first published Black poet.
Oh, fire!
So it's really cool.
What day is that?
So what's Thursday? What is that, like the 17th?
Next week,
I think it's October 17th.
today's the 12th. And we got Sun, so 13th.
I think it is 17.
Yeah, I
Yep.
believe it's October 17th.
You
on
nailed it.
Thursday.
Yeah, you nailed it.
And it's also on my profile,
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Herisa the Traveler, HRISA,
nice.
On
at
IG.
Instagram.
Yeah. I love that. So then we got to look out for that next week, 17th. And then what else we got for you?
Well, I am hopefully going to be releasing like a Christmas EP.
Oh, nice.
Come hopefully December, early December, late November, hopefully. And then in the new year, hopefully a full-fledged album. That's the goal. And then I'm also working on, hopefully, fingers crossed, doing pretty much what y'all folks are doing right now, podcasting. But with my business, I'm hoping to like do a travel through music podcast / YouTube series, where we pretty much do what we do in the live shows, which is pretty much they do their performance and then they have a Q&A, but do that like this.
Yeah.
Hopefully in the new year.
Very cool. Thank you, ladies, for sitting down with us and getting to know us a little bit. Letting us get to know you. That's the important part, not getting to know us.
Yeah, you want it to be all about you.
Trying to work on that.
Trying to work on that. Just kidding. Nah, but good luck on all your endeavors. Thank you, ladies, for coming.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more about me.
Yeah, more about me.